I do believe that it's time to talk about the Henning Lee. Now, this is a set of two 4 3/4 quart collapsible countertop waste bins. Basically, here's the gist. Anywhere that you need a trash can, you can now have one, whether that be prepping vegetables in your kitchen, whether that is baking. You can add a little plastic bag in the center if you want to dispose of it quickly, but maybe you want to take it up to the bedroom, and anytime somebody is a little bit sick, you could put it on the nightstand drawer and they could put their tissues in there instead of scattering them all over the bedroom. There's lots of practical uses for this. However, they are $16.65. They were a QVC price for a set of two of $24.99. We now have them for $16.65. More than 70,000 have already been sold. Yes, they're dishwasher safe, and there is a no reorder situation happening. Now, we started with 6 colors. The gray remains, and the reason why that's a great story to share is because the gray fits in anywhere. They collapse and expand any time you need them to based off of whatever you need, and they're on 3 easy payments of $5.55. Now, Stacy Stauffer is joining us live to talk to us all about the Henning Lee set of 2. And Stacy, it's good to see you. How are you?
Oh, good, Mary. How are you? Happy 4th of July holiday weekend.
You too.
Good to be here, and good to bring you something that I think is just quick, convenient, easy, the perfect handy helper. Usually it's Mark Charles with you and Henning Lee, but I am here. Henning Lee, a great company. Why? Because they're based out of Minnesota, and they really just come up with tools that are convenient, that make your life easier and better when you're working in the kitchen, and that's exactly what these bins do. Notice here, bins that you can use on the countertop or that you can attach to your drawer, and now you've got a trash can that's right next to your workspace. I remember in my 30s, I finally got my first house. I moved out of an apartment. I was blessed to have a townhouse, and one of the things that I loved was they had the built-in garbage can within the counter, like a drawer.
Yes.
And I thought it was the most greatest thing, but not all of us can sit there and afford to do a kitchen remodel and get that. That's what these are for. This acts just like it. You can use it with or without a bag. This is with a bag, so it makes for easy cleanup. Both of them that you're getting are the same size. This right here is pretty cool. Not only is this a little piece that attaches on to keep a bag in place should you use a bag, but if you take it off, technically, watch this, if you don't want to get your hands dirty in your workspace, pop open the one you may have fitting on your drawer and just use it as a scraper to get everything in that waste bin that easily, if you're not using a bag, could be wiped out and rinsed out in the sink. I also want to show you, both come with 2 attachments. So you're going to get what is a large width and a small width attachment. This is what's going to help you get it on your cabinet drawers should you want to use it. So I know that our drawers use the bigger one. So what I'm going to do here, actually we have this one on, so I'll just show you how you're going to assemble it. Very, very easy. So we have 2 notches in the back. All you're going to do is line those notches up, pop those in, push it up, and boom, you're going, oh, I did that upside down. Hold on, sorry. The magic of television. There we go. There we go. And then this is going to snap onto the lip of your cabinet drawer. Come over here. So naturally, in your workspace, by your sink where you're doing your veggie prep is really, really awesome. I also love it for baking. So here I am trying to do a cake mix. I have to throw the empty bag from the box mix right next to where I'm working, instead of having to go across the room to throw it away if my trash can is somewhere else. My eggshells can go in here. I'm going to add my butter. I can easily right away get all that into the waste bin, so I'm really not using up space or leaving dirty stuff onto my countertop. And come over here in the back, you might want to use it by your stove. Maybe you're going to be doing batches of something that you're cooking in a pan. You could use it with, your cutting board next door, or again, just take all your waste, if you were prepping, especially all that onion skin, and you just wipe it off, and there it is. And when you're not using your bin, I love that you can just push that in, I mean, you wouldn't have it full, but you can push it in.
Ooh.
And it does collapse.
That's such a great point. You don't necessarily have to take it off the drawer. And you know, the color that Stacy's showing you, the gray, that's the color that we have left. They're $16.65 for the set of 2. So, I mean, it's $8.33 a piece. And we only have 1,900 sets remaining. Even when they're collapsed down, they stand up properly. And I would even leave this out on the counter anytime. Stacy, I got a bunch of fresh dill and a bunch of fresh Italian parsley. Ooh. And I was standing there just like stripping it all off the leaf. Because I had the time and quite frankly couldn't find my little tool. But I was standing there just stripping it all off the little strands, and I was like, I really need one of those countertop bins right now. And I think summertime is when so many of us could use this set of 2. And then into the winter, I said this to Mark Charles before, if you ever have somebody that comes down with a cold or somebody who's suffering from allergies right now, you could put one of these in the bedroom, and this is where all the little tissues go so that they're not scattered all over the bedroom. I mean, there's so many things you could do with it.
Oh, that's an awesome idea. Yeah, that's perfect, because usually they're either all in the bed with you, getting lost amongst the cover.
Exactly.
Or they're on a pile on the floor, and like Jasper or my cats would start trying to tear into it, or God forbid you have a dog and you know they're going to try to eat those tissues. So yeah, much better option. I love it for RVs and for camping. Really just a great idea. Again, they're portable. You're getting 2. I'm holding some strawberries, which again, I can just take from my cutting board and keep a clean workspace instead of having all of the tops of my strawberries just pile up and take up all the room. So it's just a smart idea. Again, it's one of those things that you don't think you need. You're like, okay, my one trash can is fine. But then when you have it, it's just like, gosh, this is such a better way of doing things, especially if you share your kitchen or you cook with a partner and you have a shared workspace and you guys are dodging each other to try to get and throw things away in the trash can. Now each of you can have a trash bin next to you, no matter where you're working.
That's exactly right. And you know, even crafters who, my mother is a quilter, and they get those big bolts of fabric, but they still use the smaller pieces too for other projects. This could be where you catch the smaller pieces so they don't get mixed up in anything that's going into the garbage, so that you can use those to make other things in the future. Now remember, you're getting the set of 2 for a clearance price of $16.65. They are on 3 easy payments of $5.55, but you get the 2 4 3/4 bins, but you also get, as Stacy showed you, the 2 sizers. So if you want to put it on a thinner drawer, you can. You want to put it on a thicker drawer, you absolutely can. We only have 1,800 remaining at this price, but remember, there is no reorder. Anytime you see a clearance price, there's no reorder on that item number. So K51455. Stacy, thank you, my friend. And will you please come hang out with us some more?
Yeah, I got a couple more items for you, Mary, so I'll see you in a bit.
Thank you, my friend. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.